What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna show you my trades from today during New York Open on mostly NQ. I took a pretty good trade earlier today or yesterday. I bought 350k funded accounts with Lucid just to document my trades and to make content for you and show you how I trade on with Elixir orderflow and some other tools on TradingView. Basically my strategy. You can see here. I made $5,500 today, 26th of February, 100% win rate. It says 15 trades here, but that's just because I took it on multiple accounts with multiple partial take profits. So today I'm gonna show you what was going through my head basically during New York Open and why I took this trade. So let's get into it. So first of all, this was my trade from today. It was like 2.8, 2.6 risk reward, doesn't matter. I was in drawdown for like 0 seconds. I don't think I was in drawdown at all. But yeah, so first of all, we were trading in this range here, as you can see. We swept value area high. This is not the cleanest range, I'd say, but it was kind of already my first confluence that here after we swept value area high around here, and we didn't reject from point of control this time. So that was already my first confluence to short, if I'm being honest. And as you can see, previously we were trading like a couple weeks ago, we were trading inside this range for a long time. It swept value area high and value area low multiple times until it left the value area here. And you can see this is the range basically. You can see we came back in here around yesterday when we pumped on New York Open. So here I saw both value area highs being swept. This is not why individually why I took the trade, but it's definitely a new like confluence um, for my Elixir order flow setups, which I'm gonna show you right now. So actually, let's remove this for a second and let's go into replay mode. So here it was 14:35, so I hopped on the charts like 20 minutes pre New York Open. This is already New York Open. So I was looking right here, and first of all, always use Heiken Ashi personally. It's up to you, but I just like it. I don't want to use anything else. Um, so I was just going through each and every time frame. There was not a lot to see on low time frames yet, and this is at like 20 minutes pre New York Open, so let's actually skip a few candles. Um, so as you can see, we swept value area high on both value areas and we didn't reject from this point of control, which was, in my opinion, is something I would like to continue to short down to the value area low, which I did obviously do. But there were some more setups like this on a 6 minute. We had a very clear and obvious divergence on the also big bump, small bump with a red line. Momentum wasn't yet curving down yet, so this was not my initial entry as I showed you earlier. It was around here, but I'm gonna show you the 7 minute now. I was just looking. If it wants to load, please. Yeah. There was another one on the 7 minute where momentum was already curving down. Another divergence, as you can see, big bump, small bump, momentum down, divergence. But I was still waiting for it not to reject point of control here. Um, then other time frames were a bit of noise. So like this one, I mean it's not bad, but if we go to the 15 minute, we can see another bearish divergence on the 15 minute time frame with a red dot earlier. Doesn't matter, this red dot doesn't matter for this setup, but this does. So again, this was around here. Didn't enter yet because I was still unclear of what was gonna happen. I wasn't really sure. If you go to the 18 minute, here you can see a very clear third divergence because we made a new high and we made a lower high on the oscillator. So that's another bearish confluence. That's already like the 10th confluence at this point. And then even the 24 minute. Obviously, I'm going to a big time frame, so it already shows you pre of a post New York Open. This was also forming a really good setup. Really big anchor wave right here. Another smaller one right here, which momentum was still curving up on and was creating a little trigger wave right here. Momentum wasn't really down yet, and to be honest, pre New York Open, this high time frame isn't really gonna tell you which side we're gonna pump into on New York Open. So this was just a little extra confluence, and here on the 30 minute was actually perfect. Momentum was already curving down, red dot, three divergences, big bump, small bump. Basically the ideal setup. You aren't getting it any better on the 45 minute too. This was perfect, to be honest. But then what I did was I was just trading here. And then on the 1 minute, I was still unsure, but here we tapped through, um, we burst through POC, so it was another confluence, as I told you earlier. And then we have a very big anchor wave and a very small little trigger wave right here with momentum strongly curving down. So that was my entry. As I have mentioned, we had a lot of bearish confirmations. So this was like one of the most easy New York Open trades we had in a while. Uh, Literally every time frame told you to short. So I shorted right here. I think this was my entry like around here. No, it was like somewhere around here. So I entered on all my accounts, and as you can see, we burst right through TP. Um, Unfortunately, Lucid has a consistency rule of 50%. So I couldn't make any more money or my consistency would have been fucked. So I had to close it obviously, and I was really happy with my profits, but I'll show you something real quick. If we switch to a higher time frame, that shit just absolutely took a mega hit. I don't even know, that's like 2%, that's absolutely crazy. I could have held it all the way. Could have used Ostium for that, but I don't really like using Ostium, and it was just little trade on the funded accounts. I hope I can get a payout soon. Maybe I'll do a giveaway with a little bit of the payouts. But basically this was just, yeah, a quick breakdown how I traded this New York Open. I think I might do this every day from now on. Obviously when I take a profit, and maybe I'll even do a recap when I take a loss on New York Open. Doesn't happen a lot, but then I can show you what I did wrong and what you should avoid. So yeah, that was a very good trade. I'm really happy with the profits. As I said, couldn't have made any more because would have fucked up my consistency. And if you guys ever have any questions about Elixir order flow, you can always DM me on Discord. And for the people who don't know this indicator, it's the best. Make sure to join Elixir Labs. You'll get access to the indicator and another POI detector and a few great coaches in there. Um, yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. I really hope it helped. And yeah, this was my first video, and there's many more to come. So, bye.